What's up, everybody? This is DJ Ray Black from Building Beats. We are a music education nonprofit that teaches music production and DJing workshops to youth in after-school programs, community centers, and homeless shelters all across NYC. And today, I'm here to show you how to create a Drake-type beat using Soundtrap. Now, before I get into the beat, I just want to explain what Soundtrap is. Soundtrap is a digital audio workstation that allows you to create your own beats online. You can also use your cell phone or your tablet, depending on whatever you have. You can create beats just like that for free. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this Drake beat. All right. So what we have here is a Drake type beat. What I wanted to do was do a R&B melodic style Drake type beat. Drake is a man of many faces. He does a lot of genres of music, but one of my favorite styles of music that he does is his R&B collaborations that he does with the producer 40. So I wanted to make something that commemorated that. So here we go. All right, so that's the whole beat. It's pretty simple. Not too many instruments, not too many drums, but it still has the complex textures that 40 uses for Drake when they do collaborate. So the first thing I did to create this beat was create the drums. So what I wanted to do was get that old school low tom, high tom that 40 is famous with Drake. And I used the old school machine and the drum kits in Soundtrap, and I just created a small drum pattern. So if I bring down the drum pattern hit in there, boom. So it's very simple. I just added a low tom and high tom drum pattern in the sequencer, and I just use that as the loop, as the main bass for the beat. Once I created this, if you're a Drake fan, you have definitely heard this style many times. Once I created that, I wanted to create a main melody or a bass for the drum rhythm I created. So I went to my pads and used the flag pad, which has a real rich, robust sound that 40 likes to use. It has like a ambient sound that Drake loves to use and sing on. So I wanted to use that for the bass. So cool. So once I picked out my pad, I created a small chord, and together this is what it sounds like. Now, this is enough to basically be the whole beat, but when beats are very simple like this, the key is to layer your sounds. So the next thing I did was get an organ, and I use the Phil Coda to give you guys to see what it sounds like. You just go to your keyboards and the instrument presets in Soundtrap, and this one is completely free. It has a old school Imperial 1919 old school type of sound to it, which I thought was dope. And I just wanted to use that as an undertone to fill up space with the pad that I used. So the next thing I did was just play the same exact chord progression that I used for the pad, just as a layer, just to give it some more body. So this is what it sounds by itself. Now this is what it sounds like together with the pad. It's a lot more life to the beat now. Now let's put the drums all together. And I'm pretty happy with the way things are going right now. So the next thing I want to do is add a bass to give it some bottom, because without the bass, it still feels kind of hollow. So with the bass, it gives it the extra that you need when you're making R&B songs like this. So I went to the synth bass and used the Brit Hop or the Brit Hop bass. The Brit Hop bass has really deep textures to it, and I like that, so I wanted to use that as a bottom layer for the beat. So this is what it sounds like by itself. And it has a long sustain, which is really good. Pretty simple by itself, but together as a whole with the pad and the organ, now along with the drums, now that's my main bass for the beat. So I wanted to do next was create a chorus part for this beat, and 40 likes to use real ambient synths for his chorus parts and his bridges. So I wanted to do just that. So I picked out a lead from the leads and got the punchy Dana, and this sounds really cool. So I'll play it for you real quick. Real Drake-ish, real 40-ish. So together by itself is just a simple melody. I like the sweeping sound in it. That gives it some really cool textures. So together, and that's basically the whole beat. And the way I topped it off was adding a sweep, this SFX right here, just to give it some body to let the listener know that the beat is going to start. So let me zoom in real quick, and I just use this. Let me solo it. It's really dramatic, and that's why I want it, because the beat is like very somber. So this is what it sounds like. All right. And that is how you make an R&B Drake type beat using Soundtrap. Thank you again for tuning in. Like I said before, my name is DJ Ray Black and I work for Building Beats. Make sure to check us out on our website at www.buildingbeats.org and follow us on social media at Building Beats on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure to follow us and like and comment on our Soundtrap tutorials. And I hope to see you again soon. Peace.